What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dueling podcast. Today, we're going to spend 5 days, actually, talking about animatronics and how they work and theories about people and animatronics. Today, we're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. It came out 2 years ago, and the sequel comes out this year in December.
Oh, there's a sequel.
We're actually pretty relevant for these last two episodes because The Conjuring just had a movie come out, and there's a sequel coming out this year.
Huh.
For Five Nights at Freddy's.
So, should we be excited for the sequel?
Yeah.
Like, whether you like the movie or not, doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. You seem to pay attention to things sometimes. So I didn't know if, like, I don't know. I don't know if, like, rumors had come out about it. Like, is it going to matter?
I think it's a trailer.
Oh. I never watched the trailer for this movie, though, so.
That's fine. I think it's, again, I think it's taking notes from Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the game, but not like doing the lore stuff with that. You said you did a lore dive last episode about this movie.
A little bit. Well, so after I wanted to like look into the lore, because I like to know, especially for video game movies, what it gets right and what it gets wrong.
Sure.
Like, speaking of other video game things, I don't want to talk about something that's out. I am terrified for the God of War show because it's gonna suck.
Because the children never play the games
and doesn't care to learn about them at all.
Yeah, and they're doing the Norse stuff instead of the Greek stuff first, which the Greek stuff sets up the Norse stuff.
I'm kind of cool with like, no, it's fine. I think you're fine to skip them, but also I think the Greek stuff is in a perfect spot to do the adaptation for because they're so old that like if you choose to change things, it's gonna cause less of a problem. Whereas the Norse saga is currently what everybody's in love with. People know those games very well currently. Whatever you mess with here is gonna be like known and people are gonna be upset about. Like you had more freedom with the Greek saga, and then if you didn't mess that up, you could go to the Norse where you'd make actually probably less money. People like Greek mythology.
Well, also, I don't know if the Norse already on a tangent, but the Norse stuff doesn't really hit as hard if you don't know the rage that not Thanos, oh my god, Kratos.
That's true.
Had
like you don't get like I think the feeling you get like in the first one when Baldur shows up.
Oh, I was thinking when Athena shows up.
No, yeah, but I think of Baldur because in that you feel like Kratos might come back for a second. And if you don't know who Kratos is, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And you don't go, oh, this guy's going to get fucked up. It's like, oh, what's this old dude going to do? You know? What are you going to do, old man? And then we see. And then we get confused because, like, Baldur's just fine. Makes sense.
He's got three gates, that's why.
Well, Baldur is either Jesus or the Christian God. He is one of the two.
He also owns 3 gates.
Christianity is just post-apocalyptic Norse mythology. I stand by this.
Okay, anyways, we're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yes.
Welcome to the first 5 minutes of the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's review. God of War.
Yeah, so we learned how to do this episode from watching The Conjuring. Have an opening that fucking means nothing.
Woo!
Yeah.
He's still
bring it back around. Well, it's not like we finished talking about that 7 minutes ago. Like, yes, it is still actively on my brain. There's a puppy. Oh, what's even funnier? Nobody can see him.
I know. I can barely see him on the camera. But yeah.
He's hidden by a pumpkin.
He is my pumpkin head.
Now with how he's sitting, he really is just a pumpkin. That's incredible. Shout out, Dean.
But yeah, this movie, I remember liking it more when it came out.
Interesting.
Maybe it's because I haven't done a lore dive in a while. Usually I do my Five Nights at Freddy's lore dives every like a few years. I don't know much after like the original release of Sister Location. What's the new one?
I don't know what the new one is. Bad?
Whatever the mall one was. See, this is how long it's been since I've done my dives on my FNAF lore. Probably since before this movie came out. But I still enjoyed it. I still have like the bits and pieces of lore that I knew, but yeah.
So again, have only played the first one. So just pure lore, I didn't know that much.
Yeah.
I love, at least from what I remember, how accurate the actual building layout was. Like, it just looked like it was ripped from the game, and I appreciate that.
I think they added a backroom area, but that's about it.
Well, you know, you got to escape the back rooms, so that's fair.
Fair. You should do those before you make a movie.
I need to play that. I need to play the new version of Escape the Backrooms.
They're making a Backrooms movie.
Yeah.
It's from the guy directing it was the guy who made the original like short
I just
films.
have no faith, but we'll see. I have no faith in anything, especially when it's a video game adaptation.
Not a video game adaptation.
It is.
It's not.
Yeah, I know. Well, the video games are from short videos, and the short videos are from a different video game. And blah, shut up.
Not from a video game.
Everything it always comes back to a video game. Everything
It's
always
from a
does.
Yes, Jesus. Explain to me how Jesus comes back in.
Well, there's this video game called Jesus Kills, and that's where Jesus is from. I really hope that's a real thing. I'm just making shit up.
I was say if Jesus Kills is a real game, I'm concerned for that person's well-being.
Well, the first thing that pops up is a YouTube video that just says, "I killed Jesus with a cow." So
Anyways, what do you think about the movie? Because I think this is the first time you've seen the movie.
This is the first time I've seen the movie. I was surprised because this is the first time Josh Hutcherson. Nope, you're wrong.
It's not like Aiden?
No, it's Hutcherson.
Yeah. I thought it was like Aiden.
No. So Josh Hutcherson, this is the first time I think I've seen him in a movie since The Hunger Games.
So if you said Bridge to Terabithia, I was going to punch you.
No, I was trying to think of whether The Hunger Games or the Weird Journey movies were first. But I think, or like were in order. I think.
Was he in the first Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Yes.
I know he's in the second one with Dwayne.
He was in all of them. He
There's more
is
than
the
two?
center.
There's more than two?
Or he is the journey. He is the journey. I don't know. In any of the games, is there ever a subplot about Mike where he like has a life outside of Freddy's?
So Mike Schmidt only shows up in the first game, to my knowledge, as a security guard, and he's your playable character. And a lot of people theorize that you're not actually Michael Schmidt. You're some guy. You're Michael Afton's not Michael Afton. William Afton's kids, Michael Afton, in like a hellscape. Yeah, that's a theory.
A game theory. I'm sorry.
So like, no, because most of the games take place just in an office like that. So
I don't know where my game theory hoodie is.
well, Matt Pett's in this.
I don't know if
There's
I
a
still have
TV show. What the fuck?
True. So real quick, I did look up some of the lore.
Yeah.
So not just that. I found a cool Reddit post that was breaking down like some of the differences in lore between the game and the movie. And
Sure.
I seem to be I tend to believe none of it's that bad. Like for changes in when movies change games, they tend to change it a lot and in really shitty ways. But the time frame is different, apparently. Because apparently the pizzeria is still open in the 90s during the games, and it's already closed in the 80s in this. Because apparently this movie's set in the year 2000, which makes his car way worse in terms of a beat up car like that in the mid 2010s makes sense. That car's like 4 years old and looks like it's been destroyed. What the fuck happened?
Well, he doesn't have a lot of money. I think he just probably got one from like the junkyard.
But why would it be so new? Most new cars aren't in the junkyard. That doesn't like that part
What
just
do you
doesn't add
know?
up. But that is a thing that no one else would ever think about and or notice. I am sure, but I did, and it bugged me.
Because you're a car guy, which I can't get over.
I think there's a lot of things about me that would confuse you.
The car thing makes no sense to me because you don't own one,
So
and you didn't like owning one.
that's not true. I never said I didn't
You were
like owning
you were
one.
trying to sell your truck for like months.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to get a car. I couldn't afford gas.
Fair.
When you have to drive 45 miles to get to a store, a vehicle that gets 8 miles to the gallon sucks.
Maybe you should live in a metropolitan area.
I do now. That's why I don't own a car. Because I can just walk everywhere.
Fair. Healthy living.
True.
Cities are good.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. But like, as you were saying, the theory is that Mike Schmidt is just like all but confirmed to be William Afton's child. And then in the games, Vanessa isn't really relevant until 2023 because she's like a game tester for the FNAF VR game. And
Yeah, she's Vanny.
yeah. But then in this, she's actually just the child of William Afton, and that's weird.
Well, she's largely like alluded to be William Afton's child in those games as well. So
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
They might be related, honestly.
Didn't know that. But yeah, the younger brother thing is different. That was my big thing. Is I was watching this and I was like, man, I don't remember any of this from the game because it wasn't there.
Yeah.
But that also makes sense because if you were just looking at the game, that would be a boring ass movie. There would be no plot.
I think they needed to add movie things to the game.
Yeah. So, like I love kind of all of the real plot in this movie that is technically subplot because the real plot is, security guard at Freddy's and nothing matters. But, his story with his sister and his story with his brother, the piece of shit who let his brother get kidnapped because he wanted a Frisbee that no other human threw. That's what's really weird. Like, he picks up the Frisbee and you see the direction that it was thrown from. And there is very obviously not another human at any distance that could have thrown a Frisbee.
Well, he's trying to recollect his memory, and that's not the important part. He's trying to recollect. So you think he's gonna remember the person who threw him the Frisbee?
He remembered a lot of shit that wasn't important.
He didn't remember who stole his fucking brother.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. He remembered a lot of shit that wasn't important. You'd think, in my brain, you would think the person who caused you to look away from your brother, that caused your brother to get kidnapped, would be kind of an important part of that memory because you'd just hate them.
Yeah.
Like, that feels like it would matter. I don't know why it didn't. Because it doesn't even have to be like you see their face, just like a shadowy figure in the corner that makes it make sense that somebody threw. Because it doesn't make any sense. Wow, the IMDb rating for this movie is really low for some reason. That's weird.
It is. Because a lot of people who don't know the lore, didn't like it because they were confused.
But nothing was...
Because there's a lot of things that rely on lore.
Like what?
William Afton? The whole big bad of the movie relies on lore. Knowing who he is, knowing what he does.
Well, I mean, the movie literally explains it, though.
Yeah, it's...
Not until the end, but that's normally how villains work.
When a guy disappears from the first part of the movie and then comes back at the end of the movie with no explanation besides I'm William Afton, that's where people were like, oh, what the fuck? But people who know the lore and who William Afton is, it's a lot better.
So I don't know the lore well enough to... I didn't know William Afton's name going into this movie. I can't lie.
God damn, you didn't know nothing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying the people who are saying this are just fucking stupid. That's it.
They might be.
Because in the movie, yes, it shows this guy setting up this job for him early, right? And it very obviously sets up that there's something off about this guy. And there's something off about why he wants you to take this job. Like, he is very much like, really? You sure you can't? Like, he's very upset. And if you're just a career counselor, you don't care when somebody says, I don't want to take a job for nothing.
I think the biggest indication to that, to anyone who's not like familiar with the games, is him not saying Mike's last name fully and stopping, because he knows that Michael Schmidt is related to the kid he stole back 20 years ago.
And there's also a scene like kind of in, I don't know if it was the middle, but it cuts back to him like seeing the cameras at Freddy's.
Sure.
Not Mike Schmidt, but it cuts to William Afton seeing the cameras at Freddy's. Why would a career counselor have that access?
Yeah.
Like, it tells you that this guy at least matters somewhere. And then Vanessa explains her dad and the entire William Afton thing, and that he was the bad guy. He caused all this. Like, this movie very plainly lays it out for you. And if you didn't get it, I'm gonna just say this, you're an idiot. That's it. Media literacy of a cow. I
slight defense of them. I think lore helps you understand the movie a lot better.
I don't know. I didn't really have any. I literally did the lore dive after the movie.
Well, but now you're looking back with 2020 vision and being like, lore helps.
But the lore I'm talking about doesn't, because the lore dive I did was just looking at the differences. That's not telling me, like, that's not reframing how I look at the movie. It's just like, oh, I didn't know Vanessa wasn't important originally. I knew she wasn't important in the first game because she doesn't appear, but I figured she was kind of a way earlier character.
In the first game. Home guy does, but that's William Afton.
Yeah. I think, I don't know.
I'm also of the opinion, and I've made this plenty clear on my own channel, is when it comes to video game adaptations, I don't really care for one-to-one. I care for, if you go for the story of the games, you should try as best as you can, make changes where you need to make the plot easier. But if you are going to adapt a series, you can make a whole new story and use aspects of the games to make it go better.
Which one do you think this is?
I think it's making a whole new story, but using ideas and characters that were present in a way where it's not like going to disrupt canon entirely.
Well, and even if it does, I am always going to be of the frame of mind that the show canon and game canon are two different things. And
it's also like, how many guys are named Mike Schmidt?
it's true. And like, I think there's I don't know what I wanted to say. Like, I don't know how I want to phrase it. But I think, like, especially with a game series like Five Nights at Freddy's, all you can adapt is, at least when you're going to the earliest stages, is the core. And yeah, you could, I guess, use all the later games and all the lore that's been discovered only by MatPat later to, like, make it matter, but that like to tie it all together. But I think just telling your own story, just kind of based around the very simple idea of William Afton owned this place, was also a piece of shit.
Yeah.
These animatronics haunted by these dead kids. Cool. There you go. There is your base piece. Now you can build out an entire world around that however you want to. Because this is one of those things where it's a very simple answer for what needs to matter, and everything else kind of doesn't.
The one thing I did not like about this movie is the sleep, like, side story with him, like, the dream stuff. I like the bit they do at the beginning where he rips out the book called Dream Theory, because that's a huge thing in, like, the FNAF community, that FNAF 4 dream thing. It's a very loose theory. It's a very poorly built theory. But, like, I definitely know it was the guy who makes the games basically poking fun at all the theorists by, here's dream theory. And then they use the dream theory thing to make a whole subplot that I'm not a super big fan of, because I think it disrupts the flow. I feel like they focused more on the pizzeria being haunted and the animatronics acting funky. I think it would have been a lot better.
Like,
this movie's not bad.
I kind of agree, but like I have it rated Nah, I guess not that much higher than you, but I like. I think it's an interesting subplot because I think they do a great job of tying it into making it matter, so it's okay. It does get really weird later. I think adding the kids who are haunting the animatronics into his dreams is really weird. I think you could have done a little less dream stuff, but like having him be trying to figure that out during his shifts, and then that being when the weird stuff is happening at at Freddy's. So it's like this weird. He doesn't constantly see it, so anytime he does, he doesn't believe it. Makes sense to me because then it builds up to the ending mattering more. I just having the kids somehow show up there when that's not at all how dream theory works is weird. But I think that subplot was fine. I just think they go a weird direction with it in the end.
I think like at first when they introduce it and they show it for a few times, I rather them have like Mike start like when he's at FNAF starting to piece things together better because he's around an area where like William Afton's around. But him having the kids come inside the dream and make bargains with him, which I think is stupid in the first place. But like if they made it more of him putting the pieces together because he's around William Afton's whole thing, perfect. Yeah. But they don't use that. I think they could have just took a different route with it instead of using like, oh, ghost children.
What are your thoughts on Shaggy being a villain?
Not who I think of Matthew Lillard as.
Who do you think of him as?
Stumacher. Ghostface.
Oh.
Which is funny because FNAF 2 has Skeet Ulrich, who's also Ghostface for that movie. So they're basically having a reunion in FNAF 2.
Do you think FNAF 2, I've heard Markiplier's going to cameo. Do you think he's also just going to be a waiter?
No. So his original cameo was supposed to be in this movie. He's supposed to be the opening security guard.
Oh, really? That's cool.
But he couldn't do it because he's filming Iron Lung, which still hasn't come out yet, to my knowledge.
Isn't that an Amazon problem?
You know more than I do.
There was something weird with Iron Lung. Now I'm gonna look.
I have no idea. But
we need to do a Friday review of that one when it finally comes out.
Probably.
It matters too much. When the fuck is it coming out?
I have no idea. He's looking
fuck
up
your AI overview.
I wasn't the one who gave it to you.
Yeah, you were. As soon as you spoke, an AI overview popped up. Somehow you caused this.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Like it just connected to you.
I hate that.
Yeah, apparently there hasn't been anything to talk about in months. That's great. I hate it here.
Yeah. Well, I know that they held it for ransom for this TV show that dropped on Prime.
Yeah, I know that's part of where the connection comes.
That show did well. It reached my mom, and my mom doesn't watch things that are not indie, that are not mainstream.
Shout out The Edge of Sleep. Yeah, The Edge of Sleep is a 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Like, I think it did fine enough that you should let him put out his movie that you know is going to do better.
Yeah, like even if you don't you don't have to do all the marketing. Mark can do most of the marketing.
Yeah, literally just and Sean's in it, Jacksepticeye. So literally just let the two influencers in your movie promote it.
Yeah, and then like drop a trailer to
because that is literally 62 million people that they can reach just by dropping a video.
Yeah, and do they have a budget for that released?
I was gonna say if they do, they don't have to make that much.
It's got to be like 10 million. You just need like 4 people to go. And especially if it's a Prime release, you're fine.
I don't see a budget.
Okay.
At least not on
it shouldn't be that
IMDb.
expensive. It shouldn't be that expensive.
I don't know. They used a lot of blood.
Okay, blood's not that expensive.
There are a lot of humans.
They don't use human blood. But yeah, no, Mark Miller was
That's
supposed to be
real.
the opening
Somebody
security
said
guard.
over $50.
True.
Next comment is at least tree fitty. So it's at least tree fitty. But that would have been cool.
No,
Him
but-
as the opening security guard would have been all right. But also, I don't know. I think the idea of every time you release one of these, just having a new waiter and it being one of the YouTubers is really funny.
What I want them to do is like MatPat's so like the people who are big in like the community, like Markiplier and MatPat, they just show up, different role, different person, like canon wise, and they just show up randomly, like they're fucking Stanley or Deadpool. Like
That's cool. That'd be fun.
just have MatPat show up
When's
as like a lawyer.
Jacksepticeye showing up just to scream top of the morning to you laddies and then running away?
Oh my! I can see him being like a guy who's like spinning in like a Five Nights at Freddy's sign and yelling it.
Yeah.
Just in like a Five Nights suit, even if it has the voice it over or some shit like. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I kind of love him beating the shit out of that guy at the beginning of the video. Because like the video, god damn it, we were talking about YouTubers and I got video. Shout out.
They're horrible.
I mean, YouTube videos better than movies. I said it once, I'll
Nope.
say it again. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
You're a YouTuber, dog.
Don't give me that destination. That makes me sound weird.
You're a YouTuber, dog.
And you're a streamer.
No, I'm a YouTuber, dog, and then I fell out of a chair. That was a reference to the clip of me falling out of the chair. Have you not seen that?
No, I've seen that clip. I just don't know why that made you come from YouTuber to streamer. And anyways.
I've always said YouTuber.
Anyways.
No. There is no any.
Yeah, he beats the shit out of a guy he thinks is a pedophile.
I don't think that's what he thought.
he was
Especially
still a kid.
given the context of a kidnapper. That doesn't immediately mean that. Could just be a
Kidnapper is one
murderer.
of two things. It's a murderer or a pedophile.
Well, and according to the lore of this movie, you would assume that he assumed murderer.
Sure. He doesn't know what if the kid's dead or not. The kid might not be even dead.
He definitely knows his brother's dead.
Nah.
Dog, it's been long enough he'd be an adult. He's dead.
No.
Yeah,
No, maybe not. Who knows?
I do. I'm telling you.
Fair.
I want someone to open a real Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
I've been begging for it, dude. They make so much fucking money, even if it's a pop-up.
Don't make it a
If
pop-up. You don't. It doesn't need to be a pop. It would get bigger than Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, here's the thing. I think America needs to take a note from Japan and just start opening restaurants based off
Theme
franchises.
shit. Yes.
Because there's like Resident Evil like restaurants
The
in
issue,
Japan.
I think, is America's weird.
Yeah. So
Well,
is Japan.
No, I mean, like, when it comes to trying to obtain the rights to do that, America's weird.
Fair. But if like you make like I think WB would make so much money. They're like, hey,
Yes.
like let's open a Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like the easiest one to do
Yeah.
out of like gaming franchises, and I think people would fucking eat it up. Do you know how many people would fly to whatever city you
I'd-
play it in?
Dude, I don't even care about the games like that, and I'd be there opening day.
How good is the pizza? Like you have so many fucking videos.
That
of, like,
is
the
what
food
I would be
YouTubers.
doing, is I'm there to do food reviews. Like, how's the fucking pizza? Also,
You would-
I'd be like
would
filming
theorists-
it right next to Freddy. I'd be like, how's the pizza? And then you could make a joke out of it as the people running the place is like, if I give a bad review, he like tries to take me out. It'd be funny as shit.
You would
I'd
have
go
food
viral as
reviewers,
hell.
you would theorists, you would have fans,
Yeah,
you would have.
dude.
It's so easy to do, but they won't do it. I guess maybe because Chuck E. Cheese might sue, possibly, but
That's
I don't
not
think
how
so.
that works. Freddy
That's what I'm saying, I don't
Fazbear
think
is
so.
not that similar to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't think there's a
mean-
mouse in the Fazbear universe. Well, there is.
not-
There is.
Oh, you looked it up?
No.
Oh.
Remember when he's crawling through the vent? There's that little
Oh,
mouse.
shut the fuck up.
A Chuck E. Cheese reference, to be honest.
No, but this movie's a lot of fun. The one also one thing I really hate, and I know it's a 2-second thing. She throws the sleeping pills in the.
Yeah.
like he might need those to actually just sleep when he has have
No,
nights
but
off.
he like specifically said that that's not the reason. He
I
didn't.
still think it's stupid. Those are expensive.
For whatever reason, they explained it as that's the only way he's able to access the same dream, which just is so not how that works.
No.
But yeah. You know, I have to make the title for this episode the "It's Just a Theory" line, right?
I was gonna go with "I Always Come Back," but
Does William Afton always come back?
yeah, in the games at least.
Oh,
Again, that line doesn't make sense within the first movies.
well, maybe
Sense.
it does. Like that's the thing though, because like the story with these animatronics and the things, the skeletal thing on the spring
traps?
locks, yeah, spring traps, whatever.
He is spring trap, but it's the spring locks. Yeah, you're right.
Whatever. They get him right.
Mhm.
My assumption is because they've talked about the spring locks doing that all the time, is that in the universe, because it explains that the spring locks do that.
Mhm.
So when that happens to him, my assumption was just that it had happened before.
Yeah.
He'd just gotten trapped before, and he just comes back because,
Not Michael Afton.
well, that's William, but
Shut the fuck up. That's what I meant. William Afton, I forgot the spring trap before that sequence, and that sequence is in the game. It's in the third game.
okay.
It's shown in 8-bit, but like, it's shown in the games. But like, yeah, William Afton does come back. He comes back in digital conscious form. He comes back as a spirit. Like, it's weird.
Okay.
But it doesn't make sense when it's the first movie and this guy's never come back. I'll be back could be a good sign. And then you know what? That's a reference to Scream, and you have like a double entendre.
Yeah, but I like
Okay.
a reference to Matt Pat. That gets extra views. You should use the game theory font this time.
If I can find it, you think I have that shit?
It's on the internet. You'll find it in minutes. You got this. But yeah, use the game theory font, and then the title being "It's Just a Theory." That'll get us at least one extra view. I guarantee it. I stand by it. I set the bar so low so that I cannot be wrong. If you made it this far into the video and you only clicked because of the game theory references, let us know in the comments. I need to prove myself right.
Sure, lunch is the most important meal of the day.
Honestly,
Dude,
maybe. I know
I remember
breakfast isn't the most important meal. That was just some propaganda.
I remember that scene going longer than it did when I watched it.
Oh. Did it
Like, I
get
remember
cut?
having a back and forth.
Huh. Did it get cut,
Like,
or are you just
for, like, a
making
good
things
minute.
up?
It might be me misremembering. Misremembering? Die. But like I remember them going longer. But yeah. There's also another cameo as a taxi driver. I don't know who he is, but he is a FNAF YouTuber.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't
With the
know that
with the
either.
Ghost Freddy.
Yeah.
Because that's Golden Freddy.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why there's 6 kids instead of 5.
Oh
Instead of
yeah,
4.
that was
There's 5
Golden
kids instead of
Freddy.
4.
I remember that because you freaked out because that happened in my game and you were upset about it.
Okay, yes, because I've tried. I've actually just literally I've done runs where I try to get Golden Freddy. I never got him before that, and then I log on to FNAF or after that I get it like immediately.
Yeah, it was funny because I was streaming it and Grayson freaked out about it and I didn't know what was going on. Like, I don't know what that means, but cool, I guess.
Well, Golden Freddy's important in lore. That's why.
So, well, this movie also only had a budget of $20 million.
Blumhouse is really good at using small budgets. I don't know how they did $20 million with those fucking animatronics. They look fucking great, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Are they?
look-
I think they are actual animatronics.
a lot of times there are people inside them.
Okay. I was gonna say because
Like-
apparently, yeah.
like the fort building scene and the scene where they put the like cupcake in the vent is like those are people inside the suit because you can't really build an animatronic to do that, but you can have a person do that. They have two separate suits. They have an actual animatronic and an actual person suit. So, because they're not going to try to spring lock.
They should.
They're actors. Yes, that's how we end up with an actual Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes. We were just talking about wanting that. I think that's a new. I think we need to record one more thing today.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They should have in the FNAF restaurant a room where it's not like staff only, but like people can actually walk into it and they can see a giant golden bunny on the floor.
Yeah. Let it be a thing where you can like pay something to like stay there overnight as a security guard.
Yeah.
And they have like the animatronics just walking around and doing shit. That'd be cool as hell. Dude, you could make so much fucking money.
No.
Okay.
What do you want to record after this?
We should do a video just talking about themed places we think should open up, because now that we've said it, I have so many ideas, and I think that should just be a Friday, like 30-minute long video. I've decided. Because now I want to talk about that. Well, you'll have time immediately after this recording, but before that.
It's not on time.
I don't want to forget, so we're doing this now.
We can just
I'll forget.
Into our conversation.
No pins. I'll forget. You think the pins matter?
Yeah, because I remember the pins.
That doesn't help me at all, actually.
Oh, fuck you, okay?
So what are your thoughts on Josh Hutcherson? Also, who played Vanessa?
Oh my god, she's great.
Elizabeth Lale.
That doesn't help me. I just think she's great in this movie.
I've never seen her in anything else, apparently. Crazy.
Let's see if I have.
She looked so familiar, though. That's so weird.
I thought she was Patty from The Flash.
No. Bro's losing
Patty Spivot. Is that not? That's not her. I thought that was her.
Who was that?
Well, the actress who played Patty on The Flash her name is Chantel Van Santen. She's in The Boys. That's why I got her confused, because they look similar.
Interesting.
Fed 2 is coming out this year. Comes out December 5th. I'm very excited for that. She's in You. That's probably why. She plays Beck.
Now I'm curious. Who all is planned to be in FNAF 2? I'm guessing Josh Hutcherson. Yeah.
Yep. McKenna Grace, apparently. Ski Ulrich and Matthew Lillard. Yeah.
Why is there no IMDb page for it?
There is.
There it is.
Yes, there is.
I don't like Google anymore, man. It's bad.
Well, maybe go fuck yourself.
No.
Abby's supposed to come back. The much bigger thing. One thing I didn't pick up on when I first watched this movie was the pictures theming. At the beginning of the movie, they talk about how pictures are really big for kids that age, and then it comes back at the end. Completely did not pick up on it the first time, I can tell you that, but I picked up on it this time.
So what did you think happened when she, I'm trying to get back into your 2023 brain. What do you think happened when he told her to draw a picture and then she did, and that changed everything? You just...
I thought the light shiny on it was like the control paper that was like what changed their minds. I thought it was a stupid thing they did back then, but it makes more sense now.
Bro had to up his rating because he realized he was stupid.
No, I up a rating because I usually like
that's
when I'm
crazy because
75%.
That wasn't even like a small plot that like was brought up at the beginning and then forgot about to the end. It's talked about in like every other scene.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
There's a lot of things I did in 2023 I would not do right now.
Drugs, apparently.
No.
The only
but
explanation I can accept.
no, yeah, it was a stupid thought process. I know. But yeah, that was a nice little touch to it. I liked it. I was gonna go with it, and it skipped my brain.
Shout out Jim Henson's Creature Shop, because that's how they brought all the animatronics to life.
That's because they're goated, dude. They did the Muppets and the animatronic.
Yoda, the
Sure.
only important one.
Whenever I think of Yoda as a puppet, I think of Phantom Menace, where they're doing the scene and he just drops dead after they cut.
Yeah. Oh no, Nasty Yoda.
Being
That's
pushed.
crazy. Foxy's skeletal like structure, he was built as a full body animatronic puppet and performed by Russ Walco along with a group of puppeteers. In shots where Foxy walked, it took as many as 6 puppeteers to accomplish his full range of movements.
Well, that's why it's so weird when he runs, because he's not like really running, and it looks odd. What is wrong with
Oh, noises.
It's not that important right now, dude. Can you go lay down?
That's crazy. Before the movie released, producer Jason Blum said that it had already made back its budget from selling the streaming and theatrical distribution rights. That's crazy. Oh yeah, every dollar we made as soon as it hit theaters and hit streaming was just profit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Immediate profit is nuts.
That's why making movies on a budget, like, I know a lot of people don't like it because like you're not putting like enough money where it needs to be. If you put your money where it's supposed to be, you'll have magic. Like, I tell you, Josh Hutcherson probably didn't make that much money from it. But he probably also knew that this.
I wonder if he got a percentage.
Series, he might have got a percentage as well. But he also might have known this series is so beloved that it's going to make a lot of money at the box office, and they're going to make new ones and give me more money for those movies.
Yeah.
I think they're signing up for 3 movies. Just be a
Scott Cawthon had talked about if the first one was successful, there could be a second and third.
Yeah. I know Josh Hutcherson signed for 3.
Okay, so that's interesting. So did Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. Because he's William Afton. He always comes back. That's the whole thing.
Well, so he's going to be in the second one then.
Yes, it's confirmed to be in the second one.
Oh, he's not on the IMDb page.
He's confirmed. He signed
a 3-movie deal, and there's only going to be 3 movies. So
likely there might be more after that.
No, there's definitely going to be more. Because why would you stop if they're going to keep making fucking money?
It has to. They have to make money back first. So if like people get like sick of FNAF because of whatever.
What is FNAF 2 already? Like, what was its budget? Did they already make its budget back just from the first one?
Probably.
Like, does it even matter? Isn't it? Didn't the first one make so much money that it'll never matter?
I don't know. You have the IMDb page open for the first one. Can you tell me how much money it made?
Yeah, 200. No, fuck. I'm reading through the trivia. I was looking for things to talk about.
Oh my god. This guy.
It grossed $291 million.
And this is still technically COVID, because COVID didn't stop being a thing, like being a problem for theaters until like last year.
Sure.
So that's impressive. The only movie that actually made like a ton of fucking money at the time was Spider-Man No Way Home.
What is he doing?
Don't know. That's why I told him to stop.
Bro, sniffing the fireplace.
He does it all the fucking time. Not the fireplace, just everything.
Oh yeah, there's smells.
Yeah, and he smells everything, even though nothing's changed.
The world is full of smells, Duckman.
I have a bloodhound on the other side of this fucking desk, and he's doing jack shit. He's not a bloodhound.
So?
Bloodhounds are known for smelling everything.
So? Your bloodhound is just lazy.
True.
Dean's got ADHD.
True.
I haven't smelled the fireplace in at least 20 minutes. I need to go take a sniff. I need to see what's going on over there. There's stuff happening. Can't wait for the Christmas episodes when you have a fire built in the fireplace.
Well, I won't be here. Remember, we just talked about this, Geek.
Well,
I won't be down here.
We didn't
I'm moving
on film yet.
Okay, well, I won't have a fireplace.
You'll be back.
I always come back.
All right, we're recording the
yeah.
Christmas episodes now. Build a fire.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't have wood. The cauldron's not even set up, okay?
Also, there is one little flaw here.
What's up?
Mike's just gonna get in no trouble for the dead woman in his living room.
Is she dead?
I would assume. Ah, yes. Golden Freddy says she's just sleeping.
Who's to say that the kids didn't clean up the body?
Because they left, and the
they
body
can come
was
back.
Just there. No,
the kid one of the kids can leave. Apparently, the other ones can't.
No.
Golden Freddy can leave. Apparently. Who knows? As long as it's how do you explain the bodies that are in the place that they don't find?
They do find them though. They just don't. The cop is there, knows there's bodies, and does nothing.
I love that she's a cop, and the only thing she cares about is Freddy's and nothing else.
Correct.
You see her do nothing else besides go to Freddy's.
I mean, that's real. That's valid.
Like, I understand for the plot, yeah, but like you could be like,
no, I just
you
mean
could show her.
I don't think you've like been around enough cops.
They only care about one place.
Especially, I don't know if this is a small town, but it feels kind of small. This is kind of how cops tend to operate. They're always hanging around a certain place for some reason. They always seem to have their spot.
Okay.
You don't think so? Here, Grayson, even where you live now, go to like the same place multiple days in a row. Every time you're there, you will see the same cop.
Well, yeah, I know that. I know that some cops are stationed. Some.
I don't just mean the people who are stationed. They're not always stationed there.
She's like patrolling, and then she's like, "I'm going to go to Freddy's."
Well, wouldn't you?
Sure, but like, I think it's funny that we never see her do anything else besides go to Freddy's.
That's not true. She goes to Mike's house
to investigate him about Freddy's.
Huh?
So it's like she's got ultra autism about Freddy Fazbear.
No, she's got my dad kills people here. I feel like that's enough of an answer. Why does the cop hang out there? Probably because she doesn't want more people to die.
Well, she sends people to die.
No.
Yeah.
No. She tried to protect him in her own way. That's a line from the movie, and as you said during The Conjuring, every line said in a movie has to be exactly right.
You suck.
Yeah, I'm using your own dumbass logic against you. This is why ducks aren't allowed to do anything.
That's racist.
No.
It's
more speciesist, if we're honest. Dumbass.
Well, species and race can be the same thing, especially in D&D.
We're not gonna use D&D because they're dumb. Both the directors and the video game. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate.
Great game.
Is it? You've never played the first two.
I don't own them either. I was supposed to say I own them. How do you feel about the fort scene?
The what? Oh, them building the fort?
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems fine.
People hate that scene.
Why?
They think it's dumb.
It's set up early in the movie that she likes forts.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up while she's there that she likes forts because he builds one for her to sleep in the office. So she likes forts. They decided to build a fort. Do people just not like fun?
I think. Well, that's the thing. Is I think a lot of people didn't like this movie because it's joy. It's full of joy and whimsy for a horror movie about killer animatronics. The thing they don't realize that killer animatronics don't really kill people unless threatened.
Oh no, they were gonna kill Mike, and he didn't threaten them.
Well, we know why. It's because Matthew Lillard said, "Go kill that son of a bitch."
No,
And then
they never say bitch in this movie.
when they steal Abby, right, to go to the backstage, right, and Mike's crawling through the vent, Bonnie stares him down and is trying to get Freddy to do something, but Freddy's just jamming out. My favorite scene in the whole fucking movie, because you can see Bonnie's trying his best to get the attention of Freddy. It's just not working.
I'm sure this is something you would have noticed, but it meant nothing to me in the movie.
Sure.
Before William Afton reveals his face, he wipes his knife the same way Ghostface does in Scream.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
It's actually in the original Scream, that was Matthew Lillard's idea, was to wipe down the blade. So it makes sense that's just. I feel like if we were finding out a killer wipes his blade, we just should go talk to Matthew Lillard.
Real. There's a video of the killer
him.
wiping his blade in this specific way. It's like, Matthew Lillard, Shaggy, Shaggy, Ruh-roh, Raggy. I want somebody to make that joke in the next movie.
I want a crossover so bad.
They just go, Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Give us a crossover between Five Nights at Freddy's and Scooby-Doo. It's a PG-13 movie. They can do that. I feel like by it's PG-13 in this movie, but still.
They definitely go further than PG-13. The Supernatural Scooby-Doo crossover, Jensen literally says bitch multiple times.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just saying, this movie is hampered by its PG-13. But this is a PG-13 movie. They could definitely do it. I don't like that it's PG-13. I think it should have been R. You have dead kids. Just go full force into it. You can still be joyous and whimsy and still have dead kids. I do it all the time.
All right, so somebody needs to investigate this man.
Can't investigate what doesn't exist.
There. You exist.
This fucking dog. I swear to God.
Actually, you might not. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't watch. I didn't know there was a mid-credit scene. Apparently, there is one. It's just the cab driver's evening after that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What would you do if you had a giant animatronic and a little girl get in the back of your taxi?
It's probably the exact same thing. Why do I always get the weirdos, man?
You would. You attract them.
I mean, you are here, so.
I'm not the weirdo.
I think you are.
Trying to think what else happens in this fucking movie. Oh, what I was saying earlier is so what I do when I'm rewatching movies, when I'm 75% of the way through, I already have the rating in my head a little bit. So sometimes I pre-rate before the movie's full. And then Matthew Lillard came out and I was like, I'm gonna raise this. This movie just got a lot better than I remember it being. Because he brings a whole nother level to it at the end. I don't care. It's great. Matthew Lillard is a gem of a person and a gem of an actor. We didn't use him for 10 years. Came back now better than ever.
Same with Josh Hutcherson. Didn't get used in movies for 10 years. I'm sure something has come out between the Hunger Games and now, but
and stuff happened. Matthew Lillard did stuff between them, but I'm saying they're never used prominently.
He's been in a lot of stuff since the last Hunger Games, but. So yeah, sorry, it was only 8 years, but I have heard of none of the stuff he was in.
Yeah.
And then Five Nights at Freddy's, and then he's been in basically nothing again.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why is it crazy?
Shout out Red Dawn. We should watch that movie.
What the fuck is Red Dawn?
We need to watch that movie.
What the fuck is Red Dawn?
Okay, so there was an original one way back when. It's a kind of a war movie.
You're a war movie.
Okay. But so Red Dawn is like okay. So the first one, it was like a war movie where the US gets invaded. The first one was Russia, I believe, because of course it was. And the US gets invaded, and so it's a group of teenagers in this small town that like rise up, fight back, take their town back. This one, same thing, but now it's North Korea instead. But yeah, this one starred Chris Hemsworth, Josh Hutcherson, Josh Peck.
What a weird cast.
Dude, it's not, we need to watch it. It's surprisingly okay. From what I remember from over a decade ago.
There's gonna be a time where we're able to open up a Patreon and where we just watch movies and just shit talk them. I feel like that'd be a good one to watch.
Dude, yeah, so get us a big enough following that we feel comfortable launching a Patreon. So we can do Patreon exclusive episodes.
I mean, we can drop episodes on Thursdays now if we really want. Or
No,
not Thursdays.
so the issue is, it would have to get to the point where we could do like members only videos. That way,
yeah.
Even if you don't start a Patreon, just members only videos.
Yeah.
So get to work on that. You who's not subscribed watching this currently, you.
Sam.
I'm pointing at you. Hit the button. Sorry.
Guys, he's pointing at me and you at the same time. I'm subscribed. It's crazy.
I'm pointing at everyone. All almost 9 billion of you.
We just passed 8. What do you mean?
No. We just passed 8 in 2012.
And then a bunch of people fucking died.
Yeah, I know.
Reason why this movie didn't make that much money was because of that reason.
Crazy.
It's true.
No.
What?
I don't know. Damn. I don't feel like that can be accurate. I found a thing that's showing like current world population, and I just watched the number bounce up and down 7 times.
Yeah, people are
like
dying.
1920, 1920, 1920, 1920. That's crazy. Hey, only 38 million people have died.
Oh, I know what they're doing for the second movie. Holy fuck.
Nuh-uh.
So Skeet Ulrich is playing Henry Emily, who is like the guy who made Five Nights at Freddy's with William Afton.
Okay.
I think McKenna Grace is going to play Henry Emily, Skeet Ulrich's child, who gets murdered by one of the animatronics and inhabits that animatronic that kills her. That's in Sister Location.
Oh.
Big brain.
Oh.
This series is really weird when you're talking to someone who doesn't understand anything about Five Nights at Freddy's. I've tried to explain lore to mom before, and she's like, "What the fuck are you on about? Do we need to get you drugs?" And I'm like,
Yes.
"No,
Psychological help." He named himself the Duck. I feel like that's all you need to know to get him some psychological help.
I didn't name myself the Duck. That's not my legal name.
Sorry, you named yourself the Bat Duck.
Yeah, and then I changed that.
Because you realized you sounded fucking insane. Captain
stupid,
Insano.
not insane. And stupid, not insane. Two different things.
No, it's a little insane. Bro,
No,
I wanted to
just
be
a
a
little
bird. Come pet that bird.
No, do not pet Chica. She's kind of weird, dude. People don't fuck Chica.
I think people... How do I say this?
What the fuck, everything?
Yeah.
If you can stick it.
Pretty much.
No,
people
but
are weird. They just want to fuck stuff, man.
She's also the namesake of Markiplier's dog.
True. I just saw the clip from Onus Honest of him and Ethan in the desert just walking, and Chica like runs up to them and then just takes off into the desert, and they just watch her like, Oh no. Because she's just gone. She just left. I'll send you the video later.
I always see the Undesign clip, them just talking, and then Mark's like, Siri, call us daddy, and they go,
There's
I see
no
record for
daddy in your
father.
yeah. There's no father in your context. I also love the when he's trying to teach Ethan how to build things.
Saw, yeah.
Hey Mark. Yeah, buddy. How you saw?
You look at it, and then you look away, and then you saw the thing.
Oh my
That's how
God.
I see things. Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
Oh, I found the video.
It's a good movie. I had fun with it. You apparently rated it higher than I did.
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
You gave it a 4. I gave it a 3.5. Same as I did with Conjuring.
That's crazy because I think this movie was basically better in every way.
I thought they were about the same amount.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had fun with both of them. I thought they were fun.
That's crazy.
Enjoyable. I don't know why you hate on the Conjuring so much.
Because it wasn't that good.
You're not that good.
I never claimed to be. I'm not that good. I never claimed to be that good. I'm not a fighter. I never claimed to be a fighter. Somebody's going to get that reference.
You have. You are claiming to be a fighter.
No.
Yep.
Where? When? Why?
No. Because you've been debating me all night. It's kind of crazy. So, Geek, do we have to do a Friday episode of Five Nights at Freddy's?
What? Oh, Five
comes
Nights
out in
2?
December.
Yes, probably. It's going to be a cold walk to the theater.
Yeah. I do think it's going to be interesting because they're leaving Five Nights. Like, not Five Nights. They're leaving Freddy's in that because there's a
We're not
scene
ready
in the
for
trailer.
then we're not having Fazbear's Pizza.
Well, there's a scene in the trailer where Mangle's on top of a van that's like speeding down a highway. So I have no idea what this movie's gonna fucking do. But you don't even know who Mangle is. It's kind of crazy. That's fucking crazy. I have books. I have books over there for Five Nights. Bullshit. I used to love this series. I still do. I'll probably get another one of my fucking hyperfixations in the next like few weeks for it.
Bros, hyperfixating.
I always hyperfixate.
That's real. I get it. Sometimes. All right, what else? You got other words? Or are we done here?
I think I'm good. We're gonna play Baldur's Gate.
I don't know. We're gonna talk about places that need to open. I want themed restaurants.
I thought we were doing that. Oh, we can do that at another point.
Right now.
Give me time to think about it.
Fine.
Fuck. But anyways, next week. What the fuck are we doing next week? I don't remember which one's first.
Real. I don't know what movies we're watching.
Well, next week we're talking about the other James Bond film. We're talking about Saw. Have you ever seen Saw?
I don't think I've ever seen an entire Saw film of any kind. Because there are 90 of them. I've seen clips. Yes! Like, I've seen parts. I remember one where the thing was like he had, like, not chains, but like things clipped through every part of his body. And there was a timer to get out, but by the time you ripped all those off, you're not going anywhere, so I don't know. They were right behind his Achilles tendon. Those were crazy. That became one of my biggest fears, was anything piercing between the bone and Achilles tendon on my foot.
Can't remember 3 or 4. Well, that's a whole other subplot. That's not like that's not John Kramer doing that. That's a whole. I can explain that next episode.
None of that's important. I'm saying that is like the only Saw thing I've ever saw.
You've never seen the entirety of Saw.
Not a single one of the movies now.
I'm so excited to talk about that because I'm going to. That's what I've been hyperfixating over the last few weeks. Saw, and I haven't been able to watch the fucking movies because I'm waiting for us to talk about it. Because after we watch Saw, I'm going to watch Saw 2 and like Saw 3. I'm serious.
No, you got to save them for next year.
We're not doing Saw every year because you would kill yourself. Because some of them are really bad.
When are we doing the Final Destination pre-sequel?
You mean Final Destination 5?
Sure.
That's Final Destination 5.
Whichever one is the pre-sequel. Because it's like the newest movie, but it's also a prequel. So it's a pre-sequel.
Technically, if you wanted to do Saw next year, you would just do Saw X because that takes place between Saw and Saw 2.
X. Okay. I don't care. You're the one who decides the Halloween movies, man.
I do. It's fun. But until we cover Saw and all its bloody gory? No, bloody glory. Those are words.
Why not gory glory? Try to say that as quickly as I just did.
Glory?
No,
gory?
Gory glory.
Glory? Glory? Fuck
Gory
you.
glory.
Anyways, everyone likes to
can't
do it. Join us when we talk about Saw next week. Until then, fuck you. Bye.